WWE Girl Talk. I'm Coral.
I'm Ashley.
And we're watching... reviewing, not watching. We're reviewing.
We film ourselves watching ourselves. No, hang on.
Yeah.
We film ourselves watching Smackdown.
Of course.
This is going so well.
It is, you can tell we're really out of sync. It's only been a week, feels like forever. Yeah, this is our review of Smackdown from the 2nd of April. I got that right. I got that good. We got there. It's all good. And yeah, bear with us. Bear with.
You've got bloopers to upload.
I do. Knew I was going to do something. I will do that later. Hopefully. I probably won't.
So we started off Smackdown. I hope it was only the second Smackdown. No, the first Smackdown since WrestleMania. Feels like ages ago.
Yeah.
Does not feel
Yeah, no, it does feel like ages ago, doesn't it?
Seth come out. Well, actually, the whole... God, I'm doing really terrible at this. All the Authority come out, and Seth was talking about how he cashed in and become champion, and then he was too jet lagged to face Brock on Raw after WrestleMania, where Brock obviously reinstated his rematch clause, and he was jet lagged from the Today Show, and he was like, you guys don't understand because you don't travel across the country twice in one day, etc.
There's a whole hour where I'm like, oh.
Oh, what?
It's like America's only like an hour or 2-3 different time zones.
I don't know.
So Jake tried to explain it to me once. He don't even remember.
I went on a 35-minute flight.
Was that it?
Yeah, and I feel fucking shattered.
Really?
So I'm like, anyway, and then he was obviously speaking about how Brock reacted and like went batshit crazy, and all the commentators had to like have surgery. It was really good.
Yeah, I love how they're like, I had surgery and now I'm back on Raw.
But you can tell JBL was like, if you look on the Raw after the Smackdown, JBL is quite injured. You can tell.
Really?
Yeah, he looks quite ill. But Michael Cole's fucked basically. He's got something wrong with his neck or something.
From that?
Yeah, but he landed really weirdly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Randy won't come out.
I just remembered what he said.
So he's like, he takes a trip down memory lane. I don't know why he felt the need to reminisce.
No.
He says, I remember when Seth attacked me, you curb stomped me on that table. And
That was like nearly a year ago now.
Is it really?
7-8 months?
God. Yeah, it must have been.
So it was round about when we started doing it.
Yeah. And he was like, I played the Authority for weeks. You played him for like 2
You played
episodes.
for like an episode of Raw and an episode of Smackdown, and then you attacked him. It was just like
awkward.
Okay.
No.
Of course you played him for that long.
And then he was like, I arcade you. That's the new one. I arcaded you.
I arcaded you.
He's like, I RKO'd you, Seth, at WrestleMania before you cashed in, and I still have my rematch clause from last year where I lost. So therefore, I should be next in line for your championship. Seth says he and him alone is the only one who decides who's getting his championship title shots. And Randy Orton says, well, Seth, you haven't done anything on your own since you've been here, which is kind of true because you have the Shield. True. Now I've got the Authority and stuff. And he starts slagging everyone off. So it's like J&J security, like sewer rats who cling on to you for your life.
It's true.
He's like, Big Show and Kane used to be monsters and now you're like the puppy dogs of the Authority. And he's like, at least Big Show won at WrestleMania of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I knew I was going to have to say that again. I knew. They won't stop going on about it. I'm going to have to keep saying it.
No, you're going to be saying it by SummerSlam, aren't you? You're still going to be saying it.
I'm going to be saying it till next WrestleMania and then I have to say it for another year. And it's just going to keep going on.
You're just going to have to get really good at it.
I've been really listening to what they're saying. So I can knuckle it down. But I swear, they change it every single time. I don't think even they know what the official thing is.
Probably not.
And then he's like...
It's just a big statue that does that.
Yeah, and then Big Show likes to stand there and copy it all the time.
Yeah.
You notice? It's really cringy. And then he's like, but Kane, what did you do at WrestleMania? I didn't see you. Technically he was at WrestleMania though, but he wasn't, so I kind of let it go. He was like, he technically was there, but he wasn't.
He was on the
pre-show. But so was Big Show, so... But I thought I'll let it slip. I'll let it slide.
We'll let it slide.
I'll let it go.
Just for now. Just this once.
Yeah.
Because we like Randy Orton.
Yeah. And it's not too much of a fuck up.
Yeah.
Although paying the Authority for weeks, we will not let go. Because he did not play the Authority for weeks. It was like a 1 week.
Yeah.
Max.
That was wrong. Whoever wrote that.
Yeah, shoot.
What the hell, man? So I do apologise.
And then he's like, you went from the big red monster to Little Red Riding Hood, and then there was a Little Red Riding Hood chant going on, but everyone
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, but everyone was like singing it, really annoyed me. And then Kane got really angry and put Randy Orton in the match. And,
as he does.
He's
He's
like,
head of operations.
Director
of operations.
And then he's like, it's next. You know how they do that.
Yeah.
It's now.
And that's now. I know we haven't actually seen Raw yet.
Yeah.
I thought I was watching Smackdown when I started watching Raw because of that.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that. But
and our Raw reviews.
wow. Smackdown's ahead of Raw though.
Yeah. So yeah, and he's in a match with Big Show, which I was like, oh god, kill me now. So yeah, Randy Orton vs Big Show. It wasn't that interesting.
Oh no.
I lost interest straight away. I was like,
Not
Big Show in the ring.
I carried on making dinner.
I love that.
The way I watch it when I'm making dinner on my iPad. Yeah.
The Authority then attacked Orton as he was about to RKO Big Show, which was bound to happen. And then Randy Orton suddenly gets up and fights back for a bit against everyone. And then Kane chokeslams him. That's Randy Orton.
I'm very disappointed. It should have been better. I mean, Randy Orton.
And then Ryback comes out, which is a bit random.
Yeah.
Tries to save him. And then they kind of attack everyone. So Randy Orton RKO's Joe Mercury and Kane, and Ryback does shell shock to Jamie Noble. And then Seth's standing there like, oh my god. I don't know what happened to Big Show. He just kind of tumbled out on the outside. Well, fuck it, I'm just going to stand my statue. Yeah. But that was that really.
You could tell by Ashley's enthusiasm how good that match was.
Yeah. No, didn't enjoy it.
No, it's the same old shit, different day,
yeah.
part 3.
I think we're on part 10, aren't we?
Part 10.
So then we had a Divas match. It was Naomi versus Natalia, and the Bella Twins were on commentary. This match would have been better if the Bella Twins weren't there.
Oh my god, I was just going to say, that whole match was Bella Twins.
Yeah.
You barely saw anything. You saw a couple of locks, and that was about it, really.
But Naomi and Natalia did do a good job, but they're getting quite repetitive. I don't know if you've noticed. They do the same kind of sequence.
Yeah, I think it's because they don't have enough time though, so I think they just say,
yeah,
let's do that.
Everything in.
But I mean, that whole entire match, half the time the camera was on
the Bellas.
I don't want to see the Bellas.
No.
I want to see 2 of the best female wrestlers they've got on WWE at the moment.
But the thing is, like, the Bellas weren't even like saying things enthusiastically. They were quite flat, and I'm bored, I'm tired. Why am I here?
We've lost all our good lines because AJ has left.
Yes, I'm done.
Because AJ's a compulsive player.
Oh, yeah, we need to mention that.
So,
yeah.
Or maybe a separate video for that one.
Yeah.
We'll discuss later. Watch our video. AJ leaves.
AJ leaves.
Light it up, light it up.
So yeah, Naomi, I forgot to mention, as Naomi was coming out, she had a little VT and she was saying how she pinned Nikki on Raw in the tag match. She deserves a title shot, which is fair enough. We want Naomi to get the title
needs
shot.
to get the title
But the bits of the match I saw were actually really good. I really enjoyed it. And,
the bits you could see.
Yeah, Naomi actually won, and I don't know what the move was, but I call it a lying down head scissors. That's what I call it. So basically, what?
A lying down head scissors.
Yeah, like, cause you know the head scissors they do vertically. She kind of did that, but lying down. If I explain it, you'll see. So basically, she got Natalia's head in between her legs and like, slammed it onto the mat.
Like a booty bump thing.
It's like no. Oh. Very different.
Very different to a booty bump.
It's like a head scissors. But lying down.
It's like head scissors, but lying down. Okay, that's what it is.
That's what it is, guys. Get with the program. Yeah, and it was really good. I don't know what it's called. She hasn't actually got an official name for it.
And it's not the booty bump.
It's not the booty bump. It's head scissors lying down. And she won, and that was that really. And the Bella Twins did their powering thing as they do, and Naomi just kind of laughed at them. That was that really. So AJ retiring was actually a good thing because now Naomi's in the spotlight.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's really good. But we'll talk about AJ later.
So then we had Kane and Seth backstage, and Seth's like, oh, that's funny how you made like what's his name? Randy Orton. That's it. Randy Orton thinking he was going to get a title shot, you know, if he beat Big Show, and forgot to mention that, but yeah. And then Kane was like, but I might give him a title shot at Extreme Rules because we need a title match. And yeah, Seth was like, what? He's like, don't you think you can beat Randy, Seth? He's like, you're better than him. But he literally shouted in his face. But
I mean, if WrestleMania's got anything to go by, then Randy Orton is in fact better than Seth Rollins.
And then this is quite funny actually. Seth's like, that stinks. And Kane's like, it's done, like, you know, it's what's best for business. No, he's like, no. This office stinks. Kane, you stink. And he walks out, and I was sitting there actually at the time thinking, why is Seth looking like he's about to burst out laughing?
Yeah.
Like, you could probably tell he was about to burst out laughing. I was just looking and thinking, why is this happening? All of a sudden we hear a toilet flush. Good sound effects, by the way. And Dean comes in with newspaper. He's like, I like your executive bathroom. It's got nice toilet paper.
The curtain has a bathroom.
I know. Who knew?
I know.
They should have a segment in the toilet.
I know. This is revolutionary.
I know. And Kane puts in a match because he used his toilet. I never thought I'd say that in a sentence. Kane put in a match because he used his toilet.
This is officially the PG era. No, he didn't sleep with Kane's wife. No, he didn't beat one of his friends up. He didn't steal something. He just used his toilet. Dean used Kane's toilet. And now he has to be in a match. Against Luke Harper.
Yeah. The man who gave him his WrestleMania moment. And Dean's reaction made me laugh. He went, okay, thanks. He hits him with the newspaper and walks off. And then Kane chucks some water around because he's really pissed off, like Dean's not bothered.
I feel like Dean just went to his toilet just to see if he could get a match out.
Yeah, I was like, I need to air time. So yeah.
So that's a highlight as well, yeah.
Newsflash. Dean used Kane toilet. We're speaking English now. Newsflash. Dean uses Kane's toilet.
That was the slowest newsflash ever. I think we should try that again, just for dramatic effect. Ready?
Newsflash. Dean uses Kane's toilet.
There we go. We're not cutting or editing, but that's
it.
Yeah, that's it. One day we'll have a newsflash seg.
We've had many before.
Yeah, we've had many. Especially Miz wears a napkin.
Oh yeah.
First one, the best one. It can't be.
Not the only one.
It's not the only one.
No.
We just did another one. Okay.
We did have a moment with Roman Reigns.
Oh.
Your face explained it all. Your face went to Roman Reigns' face. That's exactly what his face is like.
I'm gonna try my best. I don't need to beat him. That's what I do best. And I know I just gotta strive to beat him. And I'm not gonna do anything but walk downstairs and get beaten up until Extreme Rules.
Seriously, they took the hernia out, they took the talent away, they took the personality away, I don't know what happened.
They took everything away. It's quite depressing.
So he was saying he could have beat Lesnar and he was like 30 seconds close, but I was like, well...
No, you weren't.
You weren't, nowhere near.
You got thrown around that ring
like a ragdoll. We might not be able to do our news flashes right, but we did that right.
That.
And then he was saying he's beat Rollins before and he'll do it again. Believe that. And it's like, nah. But awkward moment. It come out like this week that Roman Reigns is actually meant to win, and then like literally 10 minutes before the match, he got told that Seth's cashing in.
Really?
Yeah. So Seth, it was not planned. It was 10 minutes before the match. It was like, Seth, you're cashing it in and you're winning. And everyone was like, what the fuck? Obviously Lesnar didn't care because he knew he was going to lose it anyway. But because you remember Roman Reigns walked down the stairs. I said he looks like it's like, but it wasn't.
That was the one decision that the executives and writers made right that night.
Yeah, that was Vince McMahon, you know.
What was it?
Yeah, Vince like that's it. It's happening. I was like,
well, the fact that he's done it 10 minutes before is good because it couldn't have got out then. But everyone was going, oh, Seth's going to cash in tonight anyway.
Yeah.
But
maybe it's everyone who gave him the idea. Maybe like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, he's only been licking that briefcase for like months. But it's like the whole just everyone just being so angry about Roman Reigns. If he won it that night, that would have been
riot.
Yeah, it would have been right. You know how Royal Rumble wasn't that bad, but everyone's like Royal Rumble was shit. Perhaps for the ending because of the Royal Rumble. Everything up to halfway until Daniel Bryan got kicked out of that Royal Rumble.
That was amazing.
It was a really good pay-per-view. Yeah. and that's when everyone went, no, this pay-per-view's shit. And that's what would have happened to WrestleMania if Roman Reigns won.
Yeah.
I believe. I believe that is what would have happened to WrestleMania.
So yeah, that was the moment of Roman Reigns. It was a bit dry.
A bit dry.
It was a bit dry.
I was parched. I was dehydrated by that segment. I had to grab a water. Keep hydrated, kids. Summer's coming.
I lost my pen. Roman Reigns makes me lose my pen.
Roman Reigns sucks the personality out of the room. He makes everyone rather parched.
And he makes me lose my pen. I can't literally can't find it. This is rude. Roman Reigns is such a dick.
How dare you?
He stole my pen.
Reigns.
Okay. Then we had the Miz vs. Last Truth. What a random fucking match, right?
What's up? Yeah, random. It was Miz down, wasn't it? Or Miz?
No, it's the Miz.
I'm really confused.
Okay, the Miz had a match with Raw Truth.
I swear it was on Raw.
Everything is like a Raw.
I know.
This was a very Raw Smackdown. Did you not think?
It was. Because it was all about the authority, and I remember watching it going.
It was very, yeah. It was a very Raw Smackdown.
This is not Raw. Watch our Smackdown. Oh, Raw again. I don't even know what we're watching anymore. I'm just excited.
Smackdown. This is not Raw.
This is not Raw.
Okay.
But I'm just excited. I'm gonna get confused now. I'm gonna be like, welcome to NXT, WWE, Girl Talk. I don't know what I'm doing.
So I don't know.
It's all happening tonight, guys.
Alright, okay, so Miz vs. Last Truth.
That happened.
It was very quick.
Yeah.
Bits I saw were okay, but it was quick.
He likes his WhatsApp in.
He does likes his boogie in the middle of the ring. That's our truth.
That's why I thought I watched this morning, that's why. Because I watched Raw straight up, yeah.
Miz won with a skull crushing finale, but then Miz come out and popped him with a skull crushing finale and then celebrated a bit and walked off.
He put his sunglasses on, didn't
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna wear these, thanks. Walks off. That's what happened.
That happened, right? It wasn't like as satisfying as you wanted it to be. You know, the whole them betraying each other. It's like, yeah, and then
it's because they keep skull crushing finale in each other. That's boring.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Get a chair or
just actually have a match.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll be on Extreme Rules? They won't even do anything extreme, will they?
I don't know. I'll discuss off camera.
Oh, okay. Okay, you have insider information.
So Cena then comes out and he talks. He's got a new shirt already. Have you noticed?
Is it that blue one?
The champ is here and it's got the US Championship
yes.
on it. He literally. I love that. They're like, he's gonna get a title.
He has more outfit changes than Naomi.
I know, right?
She's worn 2 different outfits in the last episodes of everything. She had a bikini on again.
Oh, yeah, the USO one. Is it the USO one?
No, the blue one, the pretty blue one.
Yeah, the USO one.
Is that the USO one? Oh yeah, because it was matched USO. I remember now. But yeah, she's got that red cheerleader kind of one. I like her outfits. It's better than Anyway.
Are we talking about Cena?
Yeah.
We're talking about Cena.
He has too many wardrobe changes.
Yeah, so he's talking about beating Rusev and how Rusev didn't deserve to be champion, not because he's Russian, but because of everything he represents. And it's all the American dream, blah blah, and how America's great, and you know, just trying to win the crowd over.
What about England?
No, but not being funny. If you've got common sense, like that is WWE's way of trying to get the crowd to get into John Cena again.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work for me. Like it doesn't, because he's not been like it's not consistent. He's never really been like, oh yeah, I love America so much.
No, he is.
All of a sudden he is. It just doesn't really make sense.
He's like, I'm one of you. I'm from Canada.
Canada? What?
I was trying to do a Canadian accent. But
Canada's not in America.
No, that's what I mean. Americans aren't like Canadians.
He's not Canadian.
No, I know.
I'm completely lost.
There's some actors, they play Americans, but they're actually Canadian, but they're like, I love America, I'm actually Canadian.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, they always play Americans, and yeah.
I got completely lost then.
It's alright if you watch enough TV.
Oh, I don't really.
Yeah, I watch a lot of TV. I'm so behind.
So then, one good thing that John Cena says is that there's going to be an open challenge every single week.
In other words, Rusev's probably going to get a rematch at Extreme Rules, but they're refusing it at the moment. So someone's going to wrestle John Cena every week. I hope Dallas comes out one day.
Oh no, he has to. He has to. The Dean Ambrose match was good though, with John Cena. So then Rusev comes out first. He doesn't talk and then come out. He talks. No, he comes out
backstage and then comes out like.
I'm here. Rusev comes out with Lana, Lana starts speaking, but then he's like, nah, I'll do it, I'll talk. And he says he's America's champion, that he didn't lose at WrestleMania, and Cena's a coward.
Yeah, he said he never moved or something. I'm like, I distinctly saw you tapping out.
Yeah, you lost, babes.
You
Just
lost.
chill out.
No, you don't speak the best English, but I'm sure you understand. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. And he's like, it's Rusev country, it's Rusev world, and he says at Extreme Rules, she's gonna go down.
I'm pretty sure half of the crowd at WrestleMania was chanting Rusev anyway.
Yeah, they were.
So, is Rusev country?
Technically.
Yeah.
And then John Cena's like, I'm pretty sure you're drunk. I'm gonna sober you up with some truth serum. He's like, I beat your ass at WrestleMania. I'm gonna beat your ass at Extreme Rules. And then Rusev courts down towards the ring, and it's like, this is gonna be the end of Extreme Rules. And points to the Russian flag to come down. It doesn't. Tries again, and then John Cena's like, I think you mean this. And then the American flag comes down, and John Cena starts singing. It's really awkward.
Yeah, he went, oh, say, can you see? And then he's like, and the stars
and the stripes.
It was like, pick something, sing or talk.
Yeah, it was really awkward and horrible.
Yeah,
I literally
went into it first. I think he was going to sing the whole thing, and then went, I can't change key.
Yeah.
I can't change key. Because he was like, oh, say, can you see by the stars and the stripes and whatever else goes after that. And it was just kind of like, pick one.
It was really horrible. It was awkward and gross.
He couldn't do the key change, so it's just like, I'm going to change my mind halfway through.
Yeah. Why not? It's like the whole of wrestling. Change your mind halfway through.
Yeah. Steph's got to cash it in.
No, he's not. No, come back.
Come back. No, he's already walked out. He's already gone out. Let's just go.
Could you imagine if that happened? It's like, Steph, shit, come back. No.
His music just stops.
What's going on? Actually, no, go. He's like, dude, I was like, fucking hell.
I just like it. Who came? We're like, go now. Chicken down.
I just wanted to say hello.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for? No. Okay, that's fine. See you later.
Oh, I love how we just made up a whole scenario.
Are you enjoying this? This is like we should write. Oh my god! No, right, that I think every week Santino Morello, because he can't actually wrestle at the moment.
Oh, but no.
Right, what if I just feel like this is a very Santino thing? He'll come out and be like, I'm ready. I've changed my mind.
Yeah. See you later.
Just on a different match every week, just to, hey.
Why not? Let's jazz it up a bit.
Yeah, and then eventually I think you should wrestle both Dallas.
Yeah.
That'd be so cute, wouldn't it?
That'd be a good tag team.
They would, they believe, and I have a sniff.
I have my nappy.
They're like toddlers, aren't they? I have a sock puppet and I have a nappy. It's like Rugrats all over again. I
don't know, I can't remember them. We've really got off topic.
Yeah, we have.
We had a match.
We're meant to be reviewing wrestling.
We just got
apparently, that's what we do. Apparently.
We watch it apparently.
Apparently. Instead we write our own little scenarios.
Yeah.
We need to get into like non-sexual fanfiction.
Non-sexual Anyway, there was a match.
There was a match. Who with, Ashley?
Do you know Bros and Luke Harper?
There was.
It was a good match, you know.
Yeah, it was actually. What I was dishing out dinner at this point, but I saw quite a bit. No, I was watching it this morning. What was I doing?
Luke Harper did a good job. So did Dino Ambrose.
I think they're very, very compatible. They're both old school type wrestlers.
But they dress the same.
I got very confused which one was which. I was like, hang on a minute, is that Dean or
What
Luke?
is that? I don't know.
I mean, the hair is totally the same.
Oh, it's totally. I mean,
like
the same height and everything. The same beard.
Yeah, I mean.
Life's so hard.
Yeah, I mean, the stains on one of the tops is just like so not distinctive at all.
I know, it's just. It's terrible, and the ball patch as well. I mean,
I know.
Who's who? Who's ball patch?
I really don't know. Really don't know, Ashley. It confuses me. I stay awake at night.
Well, I do too. I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning in cold sweat going, which one was Luke Harper? I just don't know anymore. Anyway, yeah.
It was good. It was good. I hope. Do you know what? It'd be very good if they got a match at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, I hope they're going to have a little feud. I think it'll work.
Yeah.
Luke Harper then powerbombs Dean through the announcing table, and it was an amazing powerbomb. I get very excited about powerbombs anyway, or a clothesline. Luke Harper excited.
You like your clotheslines, don't you?
I know, I'm like, ah! Yeah, he did one, it was a good one.
I can't remember it.
You know when Dean does his flip thing and then he's like,
oh,
ah.
yeah.
And so Ambrose won by disqualification. I think the first match is probably won
in like a year.
So yeah. And then Luke Harper walked away. But I think they're going to start a feud with this one.
I hope so.
It'd be quite good.
It'd be very good.
But then it'd be very similar to Bray, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but what if he then, after Eric beats him at the end of the feud, he then goes on to Luke, Eric, and then goes on to Eric, right?
What?
Right. So he starts feuding with Luke Harper. You know I get them mixed up all the time. In my head they look the same people. But yeah.
This is a mess. What is this review?
I know, we've been away for a week and we're just like... Anyway, right, so if he feuds with Luke, that ends, Luke beats him like Bray did, goes on to Eric Rowan, and then he, like, Eric beats Dean, and then Dean goes, no, I'm not having this. The whole Wyatt family did not just beat me. And then he has a handicap match, 3 against 1.
And beats them all.
Yeah. That's the way to take it back, innit?
Or just put the Shield back together. There you go.
If you fancy it.
Shield versus the Wyatt family, there you go.
If you fancy
In 10 years' time, that's going to be a thing.
Can we replace Roman Reigns though?
He
lost his talent, it's not going to be the same.
Oh, that's true.
Put the hernia back in just for that second.
Yeah. Quick shit, find the hernia, find
Put it in an incinerator somewhere, I'm sure we can cut it back together.
Anyway, that was the match.
Yeah. I don't think we've actually reviewed anything.
No, we just made up our own scenarios. I hope you've enjoyed that. So then, oh my god, I love this section. Segment. I couldn't decide between section and segment. Primetime Players had a segment. Did you like this? I loved this.
Oh, was this the one where there was...
About New Day?
Yeah. And there was one later with them as the Ascension.
That was on Raw.
Oh, was that one on Raw?
Yeah.
Okay. I know which one. Oh, he did the... It's the stupidest fucking thing in the world, that.
I know. Tell me what happened. You're probably sitting there going, what is Coral doing?
What's she doing?
So, they are doing their thing where... They've got this, like, segment where they do...
Things.
Yeah. They play other people. So they're like, let's do a New Day today. So Titus O'Neil did this great impression of Big E. He like sprayed himself with loads of water.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm feeling this, man. He's like, oh god, I got this. And then they're talking about, you know...
Is this something about Kofi's
chest? He hasn't got one, basically. You know how we always say he's really skinny and that? They're basically saying that.
Yeah, because it kind of sinks in on itself.
Yeah, they're like, he's got a weird chest, maybe it's genetic. And then
it's like...
Xavier Woods.
His hair.
Yeah. What is it? It was a PhD thing.
I can't remember, but then it was like, we just got an afro.
Yeah, it's got an afro. You had an afro, but yours is better. And he was like, your hair is nappy, and it doesn't make me happy. Or something like that. I don't even know what nappy means.
I don't know. Nappy here is
diaper, yeah. And then they're like, let's try this and see what reaction we get. They're like, New Day, and the crickets played.
Yeah, they're like...
And then they're like, no, I didn't think that would work.
No.
Then they did the thing.
Yeah. Oh dear.
And then they're like, I bet that works. And then they laugh and walk off. But you know, that's the best thing I've seen in a while from a tag team.
Do you know what?
But that's what Tyson Kidd Cesaro should have been doing.
Yeah. I don't mind if they go for the tag team though.
No, they better be good.
Yeah, I hope they could. I've only ever really seen them against Ascension. I don't get, why were they the ones to beat the Ascension?
I don't know.
Unless this is a way of them getting the tag team championships and the Ascension going, hey, you beat us on our winning streak. Now we're going for you. I don't think WWE is smart enough for that.
But then I wouldn't want Ascension to do that anyway.
No.
We then had
But route wise.
We then had Sheamus, and he's got a new song.
Yes, he does. It's a new entrance as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I quite like the whole when it all faded in for a while. He's like, I quite like that. I was like,
but his song's so typically Irish. It annoys me.
what was his song before? I can't remember it. It was a rock song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. But
sad.
Then Sheamus has a bit of a speak before his match. He's like, where have all the big guys gone? It's like, alright, chill out. What big guys were there before?
Yeah.
They're the same people over there when you left. And
Yeah.
You're like, it's like Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler are little fellas. That made me laugh. He's meant to be heel, he's calling people little fellas. Anyway.
Little fella.
And then he's like, I won't rest until I put all the underdogs. I kind of
Underdogs.
Out of their misery.
Out of their misery. I can't do Irish accent.
Fella. At the end of it like that.
Fella.
It was a bit of a scary fella.
Fella.
But I don't understand why they've got this whole underdogs thing all the time. I mean, Roman Reigns was the underdog for what? Since Royal Rumble.
Underdog.
Yeah, and now Sheamus hates all the underdogs. So why is he going after Roman Reigns then? If Roman Reigns is apparently an underdog.
Yeah.
Come on.
Roman Reigns is just sitting at home doing nothing.
Thing
Then he
is-
walks downstairs occasionally and gets beaten up.
No, but the thing is, WWE have got nothing else to do. They play this underdog story, Daniel Bryan, all the time he's been there pretty much. And
Yeah.
they've got nothing else to do. Like,
So they fucking played it with John Cena and Rusev. Like, John Cena was like, oh, I'm the underdog in this, but I'm the all-American hero.
So fuck off. Not everyone's an underdog.
Right. Everyone's apparently all the faces are underdogs, basically.
It's just stupid. It doesn't work that way.
No. Life doesn't work that way, kids. Bad guys win sometimes.
And that's just life. You have to deal with it.
I know. It's like the big bad tax man taxes you too much.
Poor Carl's having done.
I know.
Anyway,
20% again.
We're not going to talk about this on here.
I know.
Okay, we need to
Got one
review
joke.
this.
Got one.
So it was Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan because Dolph couldn't be. There was meant to be a tag match with Daniel Bryan, Dolph, and Sheamus and Bannis Barrett, but Dolph was injured from Sheamus attacking him on Raw.
But was he injured though?
He was probably just having a nap. And Bannis Barrett was in commentary. They fixed the table before, because, you know, Luke Harper just, you know, powerbombed him.
And Bad News Barrett needs the luxury of a table.
But why couldn't they put the table back up on Raw last week? With Byron,
Byron
just standing there. Or
Byron and Jerry Lawler just like,
standing, I'm
this
standing.
isn't Smackdown.
Yeah. Standing there. It's like, why couldn't you rebuild everything for Raw? You did it for one match.
I don't want to be here. This isn't Smackdown. In case you're wondering, do not change your channel.
You gotta watch Raw review to understand what she's talking about.
This is not Smackdown.
This is Smackdown.
This is not Raw.
I don't want to be here.
We do. We're quite enjoying ourselves right now.
Okay, so Sheamus.
Oh, I just remembered. I just remembered I had chocolate at home. Sorry.
Okay. So Sheamus had a match with Daniel Bryan and Bannis Barrett was in commentary. I think I said that 3 times now.
Probably.
And you know what? Sheamus did an amazing job. He was like beating the shit out of Daniel Bryan.
He was actually.
It was.
I remember that.
It was good. I was enjoying it. I was like, this is the Sheamus I remember. Not the alright fella. I'm Irish.
Alright,
Not the leprechaun.
Have a beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a Guinness.
It's a badass now.
Yeah.
It is scary that she was beard and hair, but apart from that,
I
like
don't think
Sheamus.
he could get away with being bald though, so he's gonna have to wait for it.
That's a God. Can I not just flatten it out? Well, it's not toupee. What is it called? Yeah. Yeah, Sheamus.
It did start to flatten at the end though, didn't
Yeah,
it? It was like
did.
a little bit like
like a little flap curtain. Anyway, so yeah, it's a good match. I'd recommend watching it actually because Daniel Bryan didn't do much.
it's proof that Daniel Bryan's actually kind of shit. I shouldn't say that, but we're gonna get a lot of hate now.
Anyway, Sheamus then pushes Bryan off of the announcing table. No, he doesn't.
Did you just say Byron?
Byron.
Byron got involved. This isn't Raw. Sorry.
To clarify, Byron was sitting down commentating. He did not get involved in
He
this.
was doing his job.
Yeah, in his suit.
He didn't stick his nose where it don't belong.
Yeah. He was on Smackdown, folks. He was not on Raw.
Except for last week.
Except for Monday's Raw, he was there. Anyway, Sheamus pushes Daniel Bryan off of the apron, and Daniel Bryan hits his head on the announcer table.
And then blood
everywhere pouring down. And then Sheamus was distracted. Yeah, Byron. Daniel Bryan's blood has a theme song. It's called The Coral. I don't know what this review is.
No.
And, yeah, and then as Sheamus was distracting the ref in the ring, Bannis Barrett like ball hammered the shit out of Daniel Bryan, and it was proper hard. Danny Bryan got knocked the fuck out, basically.
It's like, sit back down, bitch. You is not number one no more.
And he got counted out, basically, Danny Bryan, and Sheamus won. And then Balance Barrett was like, I might have hit him too hard with my ball hammer.
I might have hit him too hard with my ball hammer.
Exactly how he said it.
I don't know what's happened to us, but we're going to be even more hyper because we're not going to know any names on NXT. We're literally...
Oh, it's my turn to bloopers as well. Anyway, yeah, so that happened, and that was the end of SmackDown. This is not Raw.
Yes.
So I thought SmackDown had too much talking, and it was too much like a Raw. I'll say a 4. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't amazing standard as Raw was.
I feel like I've liked doing this review more than I liked watching that SmackDown.
Yeah. I'm going to say 4.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go 4.
Alright, 4 out of 10.
Yeah, 4 out of 10, alright guys. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed our review. I don't really know what that was, to be honest. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We promise if you look back, we're not always like this. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, retweet, retumble, and
follow us, tweet us, like us on Facebook.
Let us know.
Don't try and marry us. That's weird.
No, we blocked someone for proposing to us several times. It's okay saying it once, as long as you take the no. But I am not a woman that can financially support you and be your wife. And no, you do not have a picture of me. And no, you cannot marry me. And no, I will not financially support you for the second time. I can barely financially support myself.
Yeah, bitches. On that note, goodbye.